Anyway, here's what my computer would be doing. It's a Dell 790. I couldn't duplicate the issue, but shutdown screen would keep popping up while I was working on stuff. I have a 2-screen setup. This is Peppermint 9 on a Dell Optiplex 790. 790. This is the full tower. I'll show you in a minute. This is what my computer would be doing. I'm just duplicating it now. Shutdown screen would pop up. Shutdown screen would pop up. I couldn't do anything, really. And then it would just turn off. It wouldn't even shut down, it would just turn off. So I thought it was an issue with getting too hot. Anyway, turned out not to be the case. There's a way to check the temperature on this through terminal. It's called sensors. This tells you, I don't know if you can see it, the temperature. It never was getting too hot. I would check it right when it was shutting down and it wasn't getting too hot. That's what everybody said the problem was. Also, it would turn back on randomly while I was sleeping. I could wake up to the sound of my computer turning on. Anyway, I changed the thermal grease. There's a close-up on the sensors right now. I changed the thermal grease. I thought maybe it was this cheap mouse I bought off eBay. It was $1 with free shipping from China. I thought maybe it was this keyboard. This is a cheap keyboard from Walmart I got on clearance for like $12, I think. Anyway, I turned the thermal grease. This is the processor and the heat sink for the processor. Thought maybe that was it. Thought maybe I had dirt in there, even though it didn't look dirty. I blew it all out with air. I blew everything out with air. Somebody said it was this chip heat sink when I was looking stuff up. Some people said it was just these wires in the way. Another idea was it was a bad outlet. I thought maybe it was, because I had just added an extra outlet here, because I got an AC unit and all these different things. But I thought maybe that was it. They said check the power supply, but I figured it wasn't any of these. It was turning back on its own. I kept thinking it was the power switch from the beginning, but nobody told me it could be the power switch. Started thinking it was the CD-ROM. I mean, everything. I took everything out one by one. Kept having the same problem. I tried it on a different outlet in the house that the other computer worked. This actually is the power supply out of another computer that's in the kitchen. Actually, the one in the kitchen didn't need this one. This one has more. This is a 420 watt. One in the kitchen, the one that was out of here, didn't make any difference. The one in the kitchen worked with the old one that was in here. This one's actually better for this one. And now the one in the kitchen, super quiet. This one used to have a super quiet one. Now it has this cheap one, but it makes more noise, but it has more power. I figure this one's better for this computer anyway, for all what I'm doing. I'm still running a hard drive. I have an SSD to put in. But anyway, I even added an extra fan. You can see that. Didn't used to have a fan there. Doesn't even need one there. I checked the RAM. I took the RAM out. I checked it. Each module, it kept doing it and I checked the memory with the one module in at a time. That didn't seem to help. Couldn't even get through a full memory test without it shutting off on me. So then I finally said, you know what, let's take the power switch out. I said, the power switch there. I actually have a new one plugged in now and it's working. Power switch goes through there to here. And I'll set this up. This is the new one. If you can see up there. Power switch looks like this. This is the old one. It's I haven't yet took it all the way out. It's 6 pins, but one of the pins is blocked off with this little white thing, so it's actually 5 pins. 2 rows of 3, and it has this black cover over it. This is a new one plugged in now. This is what gives you that light on the power button. You'll see that when I'm done. Used to have that. That light goes right here in this power button. Illuminates it when it's on. Anyway, fixing to do a write-up. I thought maybe it was this backup power supply. I haven't even used it. Anyway, wish I had more light in here. What if I can turn the light on, this flash? Is there a way to get the flash on while you're making a video? Guess not. Yeah, I'll just have to deal with my flashlight. I know I should have had the flash on for this. Anyway, you probably shouldn't even do this while it's running. But the cover is held on by these little things. Just pull them back and then this front cover will pop off. And there's that same little power switch I was just showing you. I already got a new one put in. And then I guess I need guess I'm gonna need a screwdriver or something for this. Tiny screwdriver. Here's my tiny screwdriver. See an angle. This obviously is not going to be the best video, guys. There's how that one comes out. Anyway, I just had to pry a little under the bottom and then under the top, and it came loose. Guess I didn't have my camera looking at it right. And then Then this wire goes around all this, back through here, back through here. It's actually way easier if you take this CD-ROM drive out first. I forgot. You get a Phillips. Now, to get the CD-ROM drive out, there's one screw holding it in, believe it or not. Can't remember if this is supposed to have more. I already lost them. I didn't even have to take that out all the way, because these just slide out. Anyway, this wire, oh, it was stuck on these wires, so I could have just pulled it all the way out. Okay, so to get that out, it is routed through this case. This has a little wire holder for it. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to want to put the new one in like that. Goes through this little metal wire holder. And this, like I thought, this new one is way shorter than this one. Anyway. Here's the new one. Here's the old one. And it is only half as long. Don't even know if that's going to be long enough. But let's just see. That was routed through there a weird way. Anyway, hope I don't have to make an extension on this. Anyway, this has two little pins. Can't really mess that up. There's that. It's put in. Try to get a view on this. Here's the 4-pin. Doesn't have the white, but it has the blocked off part, just like it's supposed to. The blocked off black part, now it's black instead of white. The only one without a hole goes on the bottom right. I'm gonna flip it over. And that's where it goes, right next to that screw. Right there. The only one without a pin is the bottom right. It's the only way it can really go in. My hand's gonna block the view of this. But it goes right there. Now you can see the lights on. Put my CD-ROM drive back. Hopefully, obviously we're gonna be real careful because they didn't give us much slack. That wire being so short. I'm wondering if I just want to put it in the bottom now. So, with this short wire, the CD-ROM has to go on the bottom, which is not a big deal for me. I'll show you how I'm going to switch that. Anyway, to put the CD-ROM now in the bottom, here's what I'll have to do. Yeah, I'm doing all this with the computer running, which is not a good idea. Do not do it. I've already took my chances with this computer. I know there is a risk of getting shocked. Put that screw back in. That one didn't go there. This is a slider screw. That's fine. This one actually goes in before you slide it in. Right here. See how that works. And this whole thing just clicks in. I'm going to make sure I have enough slack. Okay, that one, this new short wire, and I know I could have just made the wire longer. I even had this wire to make it longer. Could have just cut this wire off and just use the switch or whatever. Even easier way to fix this, I'll just move this here, and now I have the CD-ROM on the bottom instead of the top. So that's how much slack I had in the wire. It wouldn't let me. If you're gonna buy one, make sure you buy, although this will work. This just snaps back on just like it came off. I've already messed mine up before. I have to screw my additional fan. I might just take my additional fan off, but I guess I'll leave it for now. Anyway, that's it. Got my computer's all working again. It's got a new power switch. This is the old one. They're known to go bad. I don't see how. I've never heard of a computer that would turn off on its own, turn on its own. It's all due to this high-tech switch Dell made. Let's see, this is an Optiplex 790. It's the Core i3. I paid $79 for this. It came with one screen, mouse, keyboard, regular keyboard, everything. I upgraded the mouse to a 99-cent mouse. I bought another screen for $40. The exact same one. I like having two of the exact same size one. So when you go to move something over, they just fit right in. I tried it with another screen too. How I did that, I have an adapter here to adjust the display port to VGA. That's how I did that. I didn't even need a special video card. If your computer has a display port, you can run a DisplayPort monitor and a VGA off of it. Anyway, that's how I fixed my Dell Optiplex 790. This is my first tech video. And like I said, I went through everything trying to fix this. I can finally move on to my upgrades. This thing really had me stumped for a while. Nobody told me that it could be the power button. Went through all these other problems. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Bye.